Hi, how are you doing? This is Ryan, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So, while I was in the middle of putting together this big Elden Ring Night Rain video that I'm working on, I found myself browsing through the Steam store pages of both Night Rain and its DLC, The Forsaken Hollows, doing research, doing my due diligence as I tend to do, and I couldn't help but notice a disturbing sight. That the overwhelming review score for the DLC is mixed? As of recording this video, there are almost 5,000 reviews, with unfortunately more of them being negative than positive. And as someone who's recently been playing through and experiencing all the new content in this DLC, I couldn't help but be perplexed why there were so many negative reviews, because the content is of genuine quality. The two new playable characters, the two new Nightfarers, are genuinely fantastic. They've shaken up the meta and general team comps in a wonderful way. They provide engaging new playstyles that help set them apart from the other Nightfarers. And after doing some research, they seem to be generally accepted and embraced by the community, especially Undertaker. And then we have the two brand new bosses, the Night Lords, Harmonia and Stroghes. While Harmonia appears to be getting mixed to positive reception, some folks absolutely adore her, while others, well, she's a gank fight, and some people just don't like gank fights. Which, hey, understandable. Can't deny that she's well made, though. Spectacular visuals and music, as expected. But then we have the Dreglord himself, Stroghes. And this Night Lord, this boss, appears to be an absolute home run. Everyone loves him. Many are even going as far to say this may be their new favorite boss in Night Rain, if not their new favorite From Software boss of all time. Stroghes is that good. So, the new Nightfarers are good. The new Night Lords are mostly good, so all that leaves is the new Shifting Earth, or in this case, brand new map, the Great Hollow. And when it comes to this piece of content, I must admit, it's gonna be divisive. I can totally understand someone not enjoying this experience. It's far more vertical than the base map, there are bottomless pits everywhere, and you have to complete the new Shifting Earth event and obtain the buff in order to safely explore half the map, as half the map is covered in a debuffing curse. While yes, the Great Hollow adds some much appreciated greater variety to the game, with, as expected, spectacular visuals and music, I can still nonetheless totally understand the perspective of someone who does not enjoy this new Shifting Earth, this new map. It's a significant change of pace in terms of traversal and challenge. So you know what? Fair is fair. The new map is divisive. But that still doesn't explain the amount of negative reviews. Surely all these people can't be leaving negative reviews just because of the new Shifting Earth map. The reception to the new Nightfarers is universally positive. The new Night Lords are mostly being well received, so what am I missing here? You would think the new playable characters and fightable bosses would be the most crucial pieces of content to judge in this DLC. Well, how about we check out the most helpful negative reviews on Steam and see if we can find some sort of consensus, see what's going on here. Okay, so this person likes the new Nightfarers and he likes the new bosses, but he doesn't like the new map in terms of traversal. Okay, fair enough. Okay, he's got some issues with balancing and no new weapons or Ashes of War or spells. What? Why would you expect those things from this DLC? That was never advertised or promoted. Huh, that's weird. Let's move on to the next review. Okay, this guy likes everything. His pros are literally everything in the DLC. So why did you leave a negative review? What the Absolutely zero. Shadow of the Erdtree weapons, Ashes of War, or spells. This is the biggest sticking point for me. What? Your biggest sticking point is something that was never promoted, advertised, or promised to be in this DLC? What? Oh, this person says they don't usually leave negative reviews, so this should be interesting. They felt so strongly about this that they felt the need to leave a negative review. I wonder what they have to say. No new weapons. Oh no. I'm starting to see a trend here. So yeah, as you can probably guess, most of the negative reviews consist of people who are not happy with the new map, alongside others who are leaving negative reviews because of no new weapons in the DLC. Oh, so this is just gamers being gamers again. For a moment, I thought there was something actually wrong with the DLC that I just never noticed, but nope. Alright, I have to ask folks who left a negative review on this $15 DLC, did any of you actually read the about this content description? The one that reads, delve deeper into the world of Elden Ring Night Reign with this expansion. The Forsaken Hollows DLC includes 2 additional Nightfarers, 2 day-free bosses, 1 new Shifting Earth, and more. Elden Ring Night Reign The Forsaken Hollows includes 2 additional Nightfarers, 2 day-free bosses, additional Shifting Earth, and more. Where does it read, additional new weapons returning from the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree expansion? I want you all to keep in mind, before the title reveal of the Forsaken Hollows, and this was just the Elden Ring Night Reign DLC, the store page for it still held this exact description of what was coming in the DLC. We knew what was coming in this DLC expansion since Night Reign released earlier this year. We have known for months what was gonna be in this DLC. 2 new Nightfarers, 2 new Night Lords, a new Shifting Earth, and that's all that was guaranteed. Don't you think if they were gonna add new weapons, they would have, I don't know, advertised that? Promoted that? Now, I know some people are going to point to, but what about the and more? The and more, Ryan, it's right there. Yes, I know, I understand. But again, the only thing that was promised, the only thing that was guaranteed, the only thing that was promoted and advertised were 2 additional Nightfarers, 2 additional Night Lords, and a new Shifting Earth. From Software never confirmed, never advertised that this DLC would contain new weapons. I mean, come on, folks. Can't we be reasonable? Like, really think about this. If they ever intended for new weapons to be in this DLC, or to set expectations that weapons would be in this DLC, why would they not promote that? Why would they not advertise that? Why would they not confirm that to the public that, yes, new weapons will be in this DLC? Would that not get people excited and make more people want to buy it? Like, why would they keep that a secret that new weapons were going to be in the DLC? People are leaving negative reviews of this DLC because they feel robbed, scammed, cheated, that there's not enough for the asking price. And I'm sorry, this is where I draw the line, where I cannot relate. I was excited for this DLC, and I purchased this DLC based on what was advertised. 2 new Nightfarers, 2 new Night Lords, a new Shifting Earth. Like, I can't be upset or offended by the content in this DLC. I got exactly what I paid for. I really truly hope and pray that thousands of people didn't actually purchase this DLC without knowing what was in it, without reading the content description, just blindly buying this and assuming it had a quantity of content comparable to that of Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erd Tree expansion. Folks, I'm sorry, but you can't leave a negative review because you didn't read the fine print of what you were buying. From Software were honest. They were upfront about what was going to be in this DLC. They didn't scam you, they didn't mislead you, they didn't lead you on. From Software set the expectations for what was going to be in this DLC when Elden Ring originally launched earlier this year. The contents of this DLC have been public information for months. This is all just so silly. Gamers, man. Gamers. Only gamers could be offended and upset that they got exactly what they paid for, while at the same time had no idea what they were actually buying. However, this is bigger than just Elden Ring Night Reign The Forsaken Hollows DLC. Gamers have this atrocious tendency to have baseless expectations and do zero research on what they're purchasing. Another example, the new Painkiller game that came out earlier this year. It has mixed reviews on Steam, and the majority of the negative reviews consist of people complaining that the game isn't like the older Painkiller games. They're not actually criticizing the game for its actual contents or quality, just that it's not like the older Painkiller games. Even though this new Painkiller was advertised from day one to be a Left 4 Dead-like co-op horde shooter. It says right there in the About This Game description, Painkiller is a reimagining of the classic franchise featuring co-op play for up to 3 players. And yet literally hundreds of people bought this game thinking it would be a classic single-player game like the older Painkillers, even though they clearly advertised that it wasn't. So you bought the game and left a negative review because you didn't read or do any research into the product you were purchasing. Come on, people. Then we have the whole can of worms, which is the Arc Raiders negative reviews, where most of the negative reviews are people complaining about PvP in this PvPvE game. Oh no, there's multiplayer in this multiplayer game you bought. Why did you buy this game again if you don't like PvP multiplayer? Guys, girls, can we make being an informed consumer cool and hip? I honestly believe it would be to everyone's benefit if we actually were knowledgeable about the products we buy before we buy them. People would save more money, spare themselves the heartache and headache. Well, at least it would most certainly spare me the headache. Oh, and please don't misinterpret this as me saying in any way that reviews are bad or we shouldn't have negative reviews or some such nonsense. I take issue with the self-imposed misery, the self-sabotage. People are totally within their right to not have fun playing the new Elden Ring Night Rain DLC or the new Painkiller or Arc Raiders. But if you're purchasing products, buying and playing video games based on false expectations that you fabricated, well, you're just gonna have a bad time and waste your money. And I don't want you to have a bad time and waste your money. And also, admittedly, I would prefer it if negative reviews actually had useful criticism in them that developers could actually learn from and act upon. Criticizing developers for things they never advertised and never promoted and never promised, that isn't really helpful to them, and it certainly isn't helpful to your fellow consumers. I don't know about all of you, but when I see a game on Steam that has mixed reviews or negative reviews, I assume that there's something fundamentally wrong with the game. Something is broken, something is poorly made. So I do admittedly find it frustrating that when I actually do some research into why some of these games have mixed reviews or negative reviews, it turns out it's nothing actually wrong with the games themselves. It's just that the people who left negative reviews just didn't fucking read the store page description. Please, by all means, provide constructive criticism, leave your honest opinions, indulge, embrace your consumer rights and freedom of speech. But also, maybe, possibly take accountability for your own actions. Consider researching what you're buying before you buy it. Please? Anyways, that's been a video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Share your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. I'd love to know what you guys think of this topic. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media. Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, maybe some Discord servers. If you want to help out and support me directly and help me keep this YouTube thing going, please consider making a financial donation via a super thanks here on YouTube or by clicking on the links to my Buy Me a Coffee and Ko-Fi pages, links in the description down below. Anyways, once again, that's been a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.